Hey guys, welcome back to Book Club Rocks. Today we are reading a special book written by one of our own members. Elise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's not just any book. It's a rewrite of The Jungle, Yandere Various, SNK/AOT, X-Reader, on hiatus.
Yeah, why don't you tell us a little bit about your book and why you wanted to write this?
Oh, certainly. Well, I originally did this as like a challenge and see, well, The Jungle is on its own, it's already a masterpiece, but I just figured, is there a different way to tell this? And I wanted to think of what could be like a definitive ending that could serve. But then I ended up like giving it an relatively entire new plot, but while trying to keep the charm of the original. I cut about half the characters. I added 2 new ones. Oh, 3 new ones. So, get ready for that. This story is called The Jungle, as told by Yanny and various others.
This is a very special reading because no one else has read this book in the world except us.
Except,
yeah.
I guess
that's
technically
right.
It's
a Book Club Rocks exclusive.
Yeah, you'll never see this anywhere else.
Yeah, I'm not publishing this.
Well, you might not publish this now, but maybe in 20 years when you're famous, you're like...
Somebody will transcribe this entire reading.
Is that... Or maybe whenever you die or whatever, some, like,
the
Belize
super
ends. Fan.
Yeah.
Yeah, Belize super fan is like, guys, look what I found.
Yeah, they find the Book Club Rocks.
They dusted it off. They found Tim.
So...
Oh my god, Tim.
Tim lit us to her. Tim, show us her history.
No. So and this is, I divided it into 2 parts because it got a little longer than I'd anticipated. It's about 45 or so pages. So, all right, that's all I'm gonna say. And I'm not gonna say anything more about it.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Will we get? Wait, do we need to sign in for?
It's kind of, who watches our videos and doesn't know who we are, right?
Yeah.
Well, I have a new code name.
We're so iconic.
Yeah.
Wait,
we're established.
We're basically
my new code name is Spoiler.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
Oh, is it a spoiler?
No, because you spoiled everything.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, is he a spoiler? What did he spoil?
Yeah. Oh, he spoiled one of the characters, but we're not going to tell the listeners it.
Wait, so is he the spoiler? Well, I guess we don't get to know his name until it happens. That's cool. That's kind of crazy.
You don't get to know till the end. Yeah. All right. So the first, I figured we kind of assigned how it's gonna go. We each have our characters.
Yeah.
The ones we played, and then we assigned the mystery characters, and
we're reprising our roles.
So each person. All right. Okay. Do you guys want to get started?
Yeah, let's get started.
Yeah. Let's bang this one out.
I guess I can say one more thing. This is one of the hardest things I've ever written in my entire life. I'm not even joking. Because this is not a style I usually write in. So.
Yeah, she doesn't usually write fan fictions of fan fictions.
No, usually I either write poetry or nonfiction articles. So, and I haven't done a creative writing.
Is this not
short story?
Is this fiction?
Yeah, this is fiction. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Okay, let's get started.
Also, you know what else you write? You write John Oliver parodies.
Huh? John Oliver parodies are kind of like duck penis.
No.
Yeah, we are looking and no one wants to... Get out of here, duck penis. You're just like Donald Trump. No one likes to look at you. There we go. All right.
Thank you, John.
Here we go.
Sorry, Donnie, if you're watching this.
Oh, if you're watching this and you are Donald Trump, please comment down below. We would love to have you on our Book Club Rock show.
Cool. As a special guest star. All right.
Yeah.
Without any further delay, here is The Jungle, as told by Yanny and various others by Elise. Part 1, July 22nd, 1941. 1948, sorry, I got excited. 1948. We've had smooth sailing up to this point, and from what had been imparted and promised to us, this wasn't supposed to have happened. We were woken by a brilliant, blinding ruby red dawn, stretching its glimmering light from the horizon towards our lonely white yacht, rousing us from our hard mattresses and pulling us out onto the deck. The gray waves, gently lapping at the side, reflected that
Gray.
indelible light onto our blank faces. Our eyes strained against this domineering, omnipresent dawn, but the beauty, with all its warmth and cruelty, kept us in a hushed reverie until the storm came. The black clouds have been chasing us for the past couple of days. We didn't know if or when the storm would come, so we had taken great care to avoid going out onto the deck, as we sensed it would hit the minute we stepped outside. We were right on the money.
Hello?
Rain left us scrambling inside. Hello?
You
My
cut
bad.
out. You probably want to read that
Yeah, you
sentence
cut
again.
Okay. Okay, which sentence?
You said
a
we
great
were
wind
right on the
came in?
money.
We
Yeah.
were right on the money. Did you hear anything before that?
No. Oh wait, yes.
Okay,
started
so
at
I'll
great.
just start again. Okay. A great wind came in, a rumble of thunder, and an onslaught of cold rain left us scrambling inside, desperately ducking our heads down. As the others ran ahead, I turned back to see the blackness racing towards the dawn, snuffing out its light. I was almost grateful.
Man,
All
it's
right,
like how it
first
is here in
character.
Oklahoma and Texas with all these gosh darn storms.
Yeah.
That's what they call Tornado Valley.
Yeah.
You're an
Wrong,
ass.
it's called Tornado Alley.
Yeah. Awesome. Thanks,
Got
dude.
'em.
All right, being set, let's
Uh,
meet our Bert Holt.
Yanny, come on.
Bert Holt called, running back onto the deck. Deftly, he covered the crown of my head with his discarded tweed sport
Here you
coat
go,
and,
King.
wrapping his arm around my shoulders, slowly led me back under the deck. I stumbled inside and pulled off his coat. He slammed the door shut behind him and before turning to me.
You all right?
Yeah, here. I can't do the Yanny voice today. I am sorry. I'm not feeling well in my throat. Yeah, here. I'll try to build up momentum for it. I'm sorry. Yeah, here, I said, handing him his coat.
Aren't you a bit cold?
Yeah, a little bit. I hadn't bothered to put on a jacket or anything of the sort. I thought we were going to be out for only a minute or two. I had prepared today's outfit, a white linen dress for the heat of the dog days, not for a cold rain. Scooby-Doo days.
You can wear it for a little while if you want.
Bertolt had this way of speaking that, I think, was pretty unique to him. He spoke softly, but clearly. He wasn't that eloquent, but from his voice came this pleasant warmth, soft, subtle, yet notably sincere. This, combined with the frank gleam in his eye, marked him as a gentle, welcoming man with an overwhelming desire to please.
Yeah.
Wordlessly, I pulled it on over my shivering shoulders. The jacket had been tailored to his tall, muscular frame, so while it looked sharp on me, it looked bulky on me. On him, it looked nearly bulky on me, nearly reaching my kneecaps. I'm 4'8", by the way.
Wow.
There we go.
Wow, that's some old canon.
Okay.
That's some old canon.
All right,
Yeah, I know.
Connie,
Connie.
we need a.
Who's
Oh,
Con-
wait,
is
what's his voice like
Animal
again?
Crossing.
He's like
Just do-
wacky.
Wacky.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Wow, didn't know you were at that point in your relationship.
he's Connie, who was leading us down the hallway.
Oh,
right here.
Oh.
Annie. We need our Annie.
I'm thinking of ours. I guess I could do foreigner. I don't know how to
Yeah.
do a girl voice. You guys made her a girl.
Yeah, just talking to hype, like, oh, hello, like, do that
I
kind
can't
of
do a
voice.
girl voice. I'm not a girl. They aren't in a relationship.
Emily sharp, hurtful talk, giving him a sidelong glare. Connie.
I don't know. I just figured you were. No need to get all snippy.
All right, who's Sasha?
You are.
Oh yeah, I'm. Yeah, he's just trying to start a conversation. Why do you even care in the first place? Sasha added through a mouthful of chocolate croissant. It's a good thing I tucked this bad boy under my coat. Nothing's worse than a moist croissant, am I right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her hair
Euphemism.
soaking wet. Your hair's soaking wet. I pointed out. She
Soaking
shrugged,
wet.
taking another
Soaking
bite.
Soaking wet. Soaking
Alright.
wet.
All right, I screwed up the first time. We gotta go for
Annie's
another
like a
time.
tough girl.
Okay.
Yeah, tough girl.
And she has a big nose, gigantic nose, like
Okay.
astronomically big nose.
And I, not getting snippy, I don't want you to start any rumors.
Annie mumbled. She wasn't looking at any of us, but I noticed her cheeks were bright red.
Hmm?
Why would I start any rumors? Who do you think I am, Marco?
Connie asked as we step into the mess hall.
Oh,
Oh
Marco
God.
time.
I guess
You
I
ever
could.
had to do his voice?
No, I don't. But I think he could be the pirate. What about me?
Ah!
Connie jumped, startling us and inviting everyone to direct their undivided attention towards us.
Oh, hey, Marco. What are you doing here?
Remember, I told you that I meet you, matey. You all hear that we are having. Oh man, I want to say a pirate word for breakfast. A shanty together.
That's not the word.
I don't know. I was gonna make it pirate-ified.
Sure, okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah, remember?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Good to see you, Marco.
This is so awkward.
Everyone realizing that nothing exciting would come from this went back to their meals and conversations.
Uh-huh.
Margot turned his attention to us, a friendly smile plastered on his face.
How are ye, matey, Yanny and company? Good to see you, matey, on this vessel.
Hey, wait a minute.
I thought it was Connie and company.
No,
Wait, no, that's so funny.
no.
Oh, that's so
Okay,
Connie?
guys, to let you know, every time a new speaker comes in, you start a new paragraph. This is on the same paragraph, so
Oh,
Connie's still
man.
speaking. A little
I-
reading fact for you.
Hold on a second. Do you want me to start the line over?
No, it's okay. You can just say I thought it was
Okay.
Connie and Company.
I thought it was Connie and Company.
What?
Asked Annie
No,
irritably.
it's Connie and Company. It makes sense. Even got illiterate too.
Okay.
Wait, I thought it was Sasha and Company. And I'm sorry I didn't put a tag here. I don't usually do this, but it's Marco because he's part of the interlocution.
Oh, man, I'm still trying to figure out the. It's
Just go with it.
alteration. Literary is what you are.
Okay.
See, I'm
Wait,
pirate.
what?
I'm Grime.
You're not the leader. I'm the leader.
A few people were looking at us strangely. I figured that all would have been used to
Yes.
Connie's loud mouth and learned to mind their business, but I suppose not.
Damn, Yanny's kind of a bitch.
Annie pushed past us and made her way towards an empty table, silently gesturing me and Bertold to follow. Connie? I think this is Connie.
Wait. Okay, so you think Yanny's the leader?
That's Marco.
I guess I should add more tags.
I'm thinking. Because I did a good pirate voice. Yarg!
Why would she be the leader?
I thought it was obvious.
What do you mean by that?
Look, Connie, reasoned Sasha, anyone could potentially be the leader of the group, except Bertolt. So maybe it doesn't even matter.
Mm.
Well, yeah, obviously, but I want to be a leader.
Man. Connie! Saucy Shasha! Come on in, quit it! You are making a scene on this vessel! I shouldn't have said anything! Or,
Marco briskly walked towards the table and plopped down on the seat to my left. Bertolt slid onto the chair to my right, and Annie the one across from mine.
They are quite a liability. Huh.
Marco laughed.
You're right about that.
Agreed, Annie. I nodded.
Uh,
This is what? What did she? What? What did she mean by I couldn't be the leader?
Hey, what do you mean we're a liability? Sasha questioned as she and Connie arrived at the table.
Isn't that where you go to get free books?
Connie asked as he sat down. No, that's a library, stupid. Sasha countered.
this is Marco.
That's Annie.
Annie.
I'm sorry. I know there's a tag.
It's okay.
My God.
Proud Annie, who had begun to massage her temples with her middle and index fingers. Connie coughed, excusing himself to get some food.
Oh no, COVID. Corona.
Sasha eagerly arose from her seat, running off to join him. Marco, clearing his throat, turned to me and flashed a wide, cheerful grin.
So, did ye sleep well, matey?
Yanny.
Silently, I nodded. Like Berthold, there was something very unique to Marco that I hadn't quite entirely understood, which I had first attributed to only knowing him for a couple of years, while I'd known Bert for almost 10. He had an amiable nature, but not agreeable. There was some intense forcefulness in each of his gestures. His smiles were a little too wide, and his handshakes were a little too tight. He loved himself some gossip and is entertained by conflict, but I wouldn't say that makes him a bad person per se. Everyone loves drama if they pretend they're above it. Now that I think about it, I don't really know him all that well. I can't remember a single time where he confided in me, and to be truthful, I don't think he's ever truly present when he's with us. In his most quiet hours, he has this distant, dull look in his eyes that I have never seen in another person before. But if you go up to him, that light returns, and his intense friendliness is there as if it had never left. The light I speak of is different from Bert's natural glimmer, which reflects the gentle and honest nature of its owner. Marco's is like a buzzing fluorescent bulb, harsh, blinding, and manufactured. Frowned at my silence.
Is something the matter, matey?
Okay, I could do the Yanny voice now. I'm prepared. Oh, sorry.
Oh,
I'm
God.
just a little embarrassed.
Your throat.
My poor throat. I sighed. I'm not a compulsive cleanup, but I can't bring myself to feel guilty about it. I guess the only exceptions I make is with Berthold and Nanny.
I understand.
He nodded, placing his cold hand on top of my own and giving it a squeeze.
Connie and Sasha, they are not just like that.
I know, I said as I tried to pull my hand away, but his grip tightened. I winced, and Berthold's breath hitched.
Is this oh, sorry.
No. I guess I didn't. It's not okay. I'm sorry they're not there. It's just that like I remember in one of my creative writing classes, you're like discouraged from putting tags after every sentence. So
Yeah, but I don't think you're supposed to read a book with like 10 people doing it like this. You're supposed to read a script like that.
it's not like a script. I guess I should have put it. I guess I can edit the next part and make it script. Which all right.
No, don't do that.
Nah, don't do it.
That would take too long.
Yeah.
Just keep it like it is.
Yeah. I like the
Alright.
little pauses and us figuring out. This is
Yeah. No, it's.
good. All right.
It's you, Marco, by the way.
I know.
Yeah.
I was waiting for us to settle the dust. But I can talk with them about it, if you want.
Oh no!
Stop it, Marco.
All right. Annie harshly commanded, her eyes impatient and hostile. Marco met her glare with his own. For a split second, I saw the light dim. He chuckled, pulling away and folding his arms across his chest. Annie held her glare for a second before returning to me and Berthold.
So apparently, we supposed to talk today.
She said casually, "Yeah, that's what Professor Raymond said, but I don't know if that's going to happen." I responded. Berthold nodded.
Oh no.
I think we're going to land a couple hours later than planned.
Oh god, you're going back
Oh,
to the
God.
foreigner
I
accent.
groaned. We were supposed to land after noon and set up our campsite. It was already going to be a disaster, and now it's going to happen. We're going to be all up all night getting our shit together.
Open my shit.
Why would it be disaster, Yanny?
Annie asked. Because we have to bring out all our luggage, and there's so many people on this boat, so there's going to be a long line. We'll be standing in the sun and heat all day while we wait to get everything all set up. Oh God, I really don't want to do this. Had I known all these people were going to show up, I wouldn't have gone. Oh God.
That's not true, and you know it.
Annie's right. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. We get to spend a semester studying on an uncharted island.
Oh my
The
god,
rest of the mateys.
exclusive.
The arthropology department, I think that even if you knew, you still go.
Well, oh God. I clicked my tongue and looked up at the ceiling. Maybe you're right. Hey guys. I gotta give Sasha a fun voice. Hey guys, I can't do a fun voice. I'm sorry, my throat hurts.
You just make a
Hey
Ben
guys.
Shapiro.
Hey guys.
No.
Or do a John Oliver impression. He's
Yeah,
always
John
fun.
Oliver.
Okay. Hey guys, we're back. Connie
No.
thought we were heading. Oh no, that's supposed to be heading towards our table with a few plates and big plates. Okay. And I fucking love this part. I did this for you, so you better be
Oh
happy.
no! I just read ahead. I just read ahead. Oh no!
Okay. So, said Sasha, we went to the buffet and got a bunch of food that we think everyone would like, not duck penises. So let's see. She looked at each of the plates. Okay, who here likes waffles? Annie, do you like waffles?
I like waffles.
Okay, so set this plate right over here. Okay, Yanny, do you like pancakes?
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, we like pancakes. I
This
said
is so
to her.
forced.
Not in his
I don't know why you guys are laughing. I don't get this reference.
Come on, the beast. You don't get it.
I don't get
You
it.
get it.
You get it. You
Who
get
gets?
it.
I don't
Keep
get this.
going, keep
I don't
going.
get it.
Bruh, all
Yeah,
the
the
jokes
song,
you told me
dude.
What
all
song?
the jokes you told me to add.
Do you
in
like
either are
do you
so-
like waffles? Yeah, I like
Yeah, I like
waffles.
waffles.
I don't get that.
Do you like pancakes? Yeah, we
Yeah, I
like pancakes.
pancakes.
Do you
Nah.
like French toast?
Toast. Yeah, I like French toast.
Nah,
hate-
I'm sorry. I don't get it. I'm
Where'd you
whoosh.
get a mouthful?
All right.
Dude,
Man, this is the first whooshing that JoJo is going through.
dang.
The
How does
beast
it
just got
feel?
whooshed.
How does it
Amar,
feel,
all,
Jojo?
all
Pretty
the
bad.
all the jokes you made me put in here, you asked me to put in here, they are so forced. They're all so forced. But, we're
But
gonna
I
go with
like
it.
them.
Okay.
They're funny.
Is this
don't
the
care.
only
I like
joke
it
I'm gonna
too.
be
Like,
whooshed
it's
on?
funny.
I don't know, maybe.
You're probably gonna have to do
Go
a
to the
whoosh
whoosh
warning
corner.
for each joke.
Okay. All right.
I can't believe
Alright,
Jojo
Marco.
got whooshed on that of all things. That's funny.
Okay, so Connie walked over and set the plate down near us. All right, Marco, do you like French toast? Or I don't even know what voice I'm going for.
Just,
I'll
just,
do Ben
just do like a
Shapiro.
normal voice. Just do like the voice of the singer. Like sing
All right.
it.
Marco, do you like French toast?
Yes. I like my French toast.
Sasha set the plate near him, and after setting the maple syrup in another plate in the center, sat down in her seat with Connie to right. Okay, so statistically, we have this set up in such a way that we share all the plates, but everyone has easy access to their preferences. And before you say it, you're welcome.
Arigato, Sasha.
Dude, you're
said
white.
Virgil.
Oh shit.
Oh wait,
Oh yo,
I almost
thanks,
forgot.
Sasha.
She explained. I also brought some bacon. You guys all right with that? She asked, looking between Bertold and Nanny.
I really don't care. Do whatever you want.
Nanny waved her hand in a dismissive gesture.
It's all right. Thank you for asking.
Bertold said.
Wait, hold on. Why would they have a problem with that?
They're Jewish, Connie. I thought you knew that.
What? Wait,
'Cause
wait, really? I
they're Jew-
didn't know that.
You went to my sister's bat mitzvah.
Bertold
Oh.
pointed out.
Oh, that's what it was?
Well, okay. Well,
Well,
what'd you think
well-
it was? I don't know. You
I
weren't
don't
reading it, so I.
know.
Connie rubbed the back of his head.
I just remembered the free food.
Jesus, Connie. You're so daft.
That's a
Marco
pirate
laughed.
word. That's a pirate word right there.
Yeah.
I thought ye was pretty obvious.
What? Wait, what do you mean by that?
Bertold asked, raising his brow.
Oh, nothing. Nothing. No, please elaborate. I want to know.
And he stared. Uh-oh, whoosh warning. JoJo's not gonna get this joke.
Wow, okay.
He's not gonna get. It's not even a joke. He's just not gonna pick this up. Okay.
Alright. Oh, it's nothing. It's just.
Marco smirked as he tapped his nose. Swiftly, Bertold stood up, knocking his chair to the ground with a violent, hostile clang. Annie leaned forward in her seat. Okay, I'm going to explain this for the JoJo who doesn't get it. He tapped his nose as a joke because it's a stereotype that Jewish people have big noses.
Oh. I assumed it was.
There you
something
go.
like that. Okay.
Yeah, well, I just figured JoJo wouldn't get it, so.
Oh,
Annie
okay,
leaned
I get
forward
that,
in
I
her
get
seat.
that, but yeah, I get it, but I didn't pick it up. You're right.
Everyone's-
I am whooshed.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Everyone turned to look at us. Connie, Sasha, and I exchanged wide-eyed glances. This isn't the first time Marco has done this, and it has never ended well.
Hey, damn it, hi, come on. It's just a joke. Don't get your yarmulke, yeah, don't get your silly little hat in a twist. Or the hair, I don't know what they call it.
I stood up, yeah, Yarmulke. I stood up when Bertolt drew his fist back. I grabbed onto his bicep, and although he didn't shake me off, he was still very stiff. Stop with these jokes, Marco, I scolded. It's not funny.
You're
Oh,
having.
Oh,
No,
that's
it's
Connie. That's
Oh,
Connie.
that's Connie?
God.
I'm sorry.
It says
Oh,
you have to
this.
look at the next.
Okay.
I don't read ahead. That's how I read books. I just read lines as I go.
Okay,
Sorry.
I'll read this one.
I'm Unga.
Oh, I
Yeah.
really have to.
Haven't you
I should have
been
made this
through
ex-
enough?
Connie,
hard to
please.
read. It's hard to read.
Perhaps a little louder than I would have liked. Marco laughed, moving his head to the side.
Oh, it was a joke. Didn't mean anything by it.
Mumbled. Look, if you want to tell jokes like that, tell them to someone else. Not here.
Yanny, the creaky bar patron.
Sorry, matey.
I was going to say that he should apologize to Bertolt and Annie, but Sasha cut me off. Hey, enough chit chat. Let's just dig in. She laughed, but was shaking it awkward. Bertolt pulling his chair back up, sat down, albeit his glare never leaving Marco.
This looks really good, huh? Can't wait to get a mouthful.
Connie said. You see why this is so hard to write? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it does. I respond, smiling warily. We ate together in tense silence. Connie, it's fuck off. Another joke that JoJo's not gonna get.
No, I'll get this one. I'll get this one. I promise.
She should lighten the mood, but to no avail.
Hey, you guys want to hear a silly joke I came up when I was a kid?
Oh, I read
And
it.
the funny Connie cutting into a waffle.
Oh, you're gonna laugh your socks off. Okay, so
Uh,
when does the narwhal break in?
All those jokes and this Aniran like requested stuff. He was the humor advisor. What the hell does that mean? I asked.
At midnight.
Sasha laughed at Connie's joke. Ha ha ha. She slapped her knee and bit her wrist. That shit's so funny, man. Connie turned to see Annie and Marco looking anywhere else, and Bertolt glaring down at his plate. Sasha patted Connie's shoulder. You know what they say? Humor's subjective. No one attempted to speak after that. Bertolt ate very quickly and stormed off, slamming the door to the dining hall behind him. All right, you and Jojo can hang tight. This is an interlocution between
Yeah.
Bertolt and me. Okay. Bertolt, are you in there? Wow, this hurts. I gently knocked on his door. I let myself in after I heard a muffled.
Come in.
He was laying
Sure,
on his
how do you
two small
actually-
twin mattress, his calves resting on the footboard, staring up at the ceiling with a hard, pensive glare. I'm not bothering you, eh?
No, you're never a bother, Yvonne.
I bit my lip. He only ever called me by my real name when he was seriously upset. I never felt like I was walking. I had to walk on eggshells around Bertolt, but I knew I needed to be delicate when he was like this. Oh, okay. I was just gonna return your jacket, eh? I said as I shrugged it off, and to see how you were doing.
I'm all right. Just drape it over the chair.
All right. I made my way over to him and sat at the foot of his bed by his knees. You don't mind me sitting here, eh?
No, you can stay.
I looked out at the small window at the far end of the wall. The sky was still black and the rain was coming down harder. I sighed, turning back to him. Bert, do you want to talk about it?
I don't want to bother you.
It's all right. He closed his eyes and took a deep, long inhale.
He always says shit like this.
Well, at least he only does it once. But at least he only does it once in a while.
No.
He shook his head.
Most of it's when you're not around. Oh, why? It's always worse when you're not around.
Wait, what?
Ever since our first year, he's been doing this. The slurs, the jokes, the conspiracy theories, 5G. Constant. I told him to stop so many times. He keeps doing it. It's every day, bro. Every day. Every single day.
I know. He shouldn't say stuff like that. I think he's just trying to rile up since he knows it bothers you.
Yeah, maybe you're right. But more than anything, I think he just plain hates me.
Why would he hate you?
Don't know, because I'm your friend.
Why would he have a problem with that?
It's because he likes you.
What? No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does.
Well, as a friend, maybe, but...
No, Yanny, it's pretty obvious that he likes you. Everyone knows it.
Well, if that's the case, he doesn't seem to have a similar problem with Connie and Sasha.
He doesn't like them either.
What? No, he doesn't. I mean, yeah, he gets annoyed with them, but that's normal.
Yanny, you should see the way he talks about them in the dorm. He hates them. He hates Annie, and he especially hates me.
Well, if that's the case, why does he hang out with us?
Because you're there. Like I said, he likes you.
Bertolt, these are some pretty wild accusations. There's no way to tell that he likes me.
Okay, but he's weird. You have to admit that.
I know, but at least he wasn't that bad, but I guess that's not altogether true.
You believe me when I say he bullies me, but not when he say he likes you?
Well, yeah, I know he has a mean streak, but I never thought it had any weight until now. And besides, who's to say he actually likes me?
Well, he says mean shit about everyone except you.
Well, you're probably not there when he says mean shit about me. Berthold sighed, exasperated. He doesn't lose his patience quickly. I sensed he'd almost had it. All right, I'm sorry, I'll stop.
It's not your fault. You don't ever need to say you're sorry.
I felt a twinge of irritation at his words, but ignored it.
But you see what I mean? He says and does shit like this all the time, and people wonder why I don't like hanging out with him.
Bert, why didn't you say something?
I didn't want to be a bother. I know you like him.
He mumbled, shrugging. He was always nice to me, but I just figured that was part of his shtick, dark humor.
Yeah, have you guys
Sure,
heard
I
of
didn't
dark
think it
humor
was
before?
funny, but I just figured, I don't know. Look, had I known he did this to you, I never would have befriended him in the first place. But thank you for telling me I'm going to stop hanging out and inviting him to things. Okay?
Yeah, I never would have gotten his friend code. Don't, Yvonne. It'll only make things worse.
Why?
He likes you, you know that.
Well, just stick by me from now on, okay? I'm not gonna let him hurt you.
You don't have to do this.
Of course I do. You're my best friend.
Yeah, just your best friend.
Oh,
And nothing nothing and no one can replace you. He met my eyes for the first time since I
friend
came
zone.
in.
You mean that? Damn it, nice guys always finish
I've
last, dude.
I've
Yeah.
known you since we were kids. Of course I mean
I
that.
know, but you really, really mean that?
Yes, I do. You're irreplaceable.
No, you don't mean that.
He screwed up his eyes as if he had just stepped on a tack.
You don't know what you're saying.
Bertolds, you're acting strange. Why don't you believe me? I mean it. You're my only fan, free of charge.
Only
thought
fan.
Yeah,
There you
Yvonne, please stop.
His eyelids fluttered.
Not right now.
Oh, sorry. I was just. He gave a long sigh, and I knew to be quiet. Bertold gets like this sometimes. I've tried to find a cause to correlate this to, but I've never been able to. I just assumed it was Marco's bullying to put him in the current blue mood. I
Blue,
leave.
dabba dee,
I
dabba
began to
da,
stand up, but stopped when
dabba
Bertold's
dee,
warm
dabba.
hand grabbed my wrist.
No, stay.
He pulled away when I looked back at him.
Only if you want to, though.
I do. I just figured you wanted to be left alone.
Oh no, I'm sorry. It's just to be quite truthful, I've been kind of dreading this trip.
Why? I asked as I sat back down. Why don't you ever tell me these things, Bert?
You know why?
Okay, but what's wrong?
You'll think it's silly.
Well, I don't know if you don't tell me.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. Well, when I was a kid, I had this imaginary friend. Before I met you, I didn't really have any friends except Annie, so I think I came up with one to call. Annie was in on it too. I think she was just as lonely. Anyway, I had this nightmare where Annie, and I went on a holiday, and we had to stop at this island because something happened on the boat or something or whatever. And we were playing all catch and stuff, and I threw the ball too far, and it landed in the forest behind us, and he ran in to go get it, and he never came out, and we looked for him, and he was gone, and I never saw her play with him again.
That's strange.
Yeah, look, I know, it's stupid. It's weird. It was so real to me, and I just been kind of afraid of islands since. I don't know why. I guess there are places where imaginary friends go to die. Bars. For me, at least. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Maybe you just drink that up as a way to end a story, you know?
What do you mean?
Imaginary friends are just part of being a kid, and maybe that's where you're ending that chapter of childhood.
Maybe. Why did I dream up something like that? He basically died, and it's a pretty dark way to go.
I don't know, but you shouldn't feel bad about it. Leaving things behind is just a part of growing up.
I suppose.
After a long silent moment, marked by the pitter-patter of rain and the sway Berthold sat up.
Yanny, I just wanted to say,
A loud series
Yo,
of knocks
mom.
startled us. Come on, sound effect guy.
oh,
Right, now,
Knock, knock,
dum, dum,
knock.
dum, 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 dum.
guys, it's Sasha. Get your butts out here. We're having an assembly. Seriously? Sorry. What was seriously? I thought we weren't having one today. They just called it. He said it's pretty important. All right, we'll be right out.
Okay,
Why do you think we?
I just want to say something. I just got
That's just
back.
exposition.
No, I had to get
Cool.
up. I was pulled away.
Oh shit.
So if there was any big like anti-Marco propaganda,
Oh,
what it was leading into, that was some real big like saying I was red pilling people. Come on, dog. Yo, Marco, he's a pirate. He wouldn't do that. He would give you a red eye.
all
All right. So if you
um,
want to summarize what happened or not, I don't really care. I can
So-
rewatch the video.
Marco's
Sure.
really cool.
yeah, Marco's
Berthold's a little
Kinda
crybaby
cool.
baby boy, and he's subscribed to her OnlyFans.
Yeah, he's her
Um,
only fan.
also he dropped something about being afraid of the trip because he had a nightmare where he went
Lost his
on holiday.
imaginary friend.
It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
it's
the
like
nightmare.
a network show. Lost his imaginary.
Berthold's home for imaginary friend. Instead of Frankie, it's Yanny.
I'm sorry I had to get up. I wish I could have heard it, but you know
That's
No,
okay.
you didn't miss much.
you can't do much.
There wasn't a whole lot of jokes in that part. I needed the we need to
Character
have
development.
parts where there's character development. Yes. Why do you think we've been called here? I asked Berthold as we were filing into one of the bigger rooms on the ship. I think it was meant to be a dance hall. We had lost Sasha and the crown. We couldn't find any of our other friends.
It's probably about the weather, the docking. There's a couple guys over there, or both.
I really hope we stay on track. I sighed. I really hate being on this boat, and I hate being out on the open water for this long. It's scary.
I know, but it's gonna be okay, Yanny. Oh wait, it's gonna be okay, Yanny.
That was in my ear too.
He whispered into my ear as he rubbed my shoulder. I laughed dryly and pushed his hand away. Niren,
What?
are you there?
I just said it.
Oh, sorry.
No, you
Okay,
didn't.
a
You didn't
quiet
say it.
look of-
I said,
a
what's
look of yeah,
wrong?
no.
We didn't hear you.
Yes, a look of. Okay, well, all right, you said it. A look of quiet panic crossed his face.
Did I do something wrong?
No, you didn't. I
My
shook my head. I
baby.
just don't like that sentiment. Yeah. That's his only personality is his baby. It's all going to work out in the end. It sounds nice, but I always just end up imagining all the people who had told themselves that, wanting to see their lives completely full of port, you know? Like someone who lost all their money or their entire family or whatever. And it never gets better. Do they tell themselves things will get better every day only to wake up the next morning and face disappointment? And it just repeats until they die? I looked up at his concerned face. I'm sorry, it's just, I'm afraid I'm going to end up like that someday.
Damn, bitch, you crazy.
This is some deep like philosophy for like 1948.
Dude,
What do you think all the deep philosophy
back
was happening?
Weren't they like the swingers back then?
No, that was 20 years ago.
Well, like what's the of the
Yeah.
times 1940s, early
World War
1950s? World War II ended
then?
3 years ago.
Huh,
Yeah.
Still going on in my heart.
All right.
Yeah, that's why Berthold wrapped his arm around me and pulled me into a close side hug. All right,
Oh,
character
I know.
development's over.
don't worry. That one happened to you. Bro, I'm reading it like Yandere Dev, how he reads his donations.
Yeah,
I-
I mean that's the whole point. He's a yandere. They're all yanderes.
Oi!
That's a,
Can I have everyone's attention, please?
Man, you remember Oi?
Professor's
9th grade?
Yeah.
Professor Raymond's voice startled us. Professor Raymond was a rather peculiar looking man. He had blonde hair combed into a tuft across his face. He donned a pair of black, thick framed glasses, and his eyes were heterochromatic. One was brown, the other green. Although he was head of the anthropology department, he's mostly known for rumors of his sexual deviancy. Allegedly, he gets off from dressing like a French maid. And the fact he seems to only know one song, he calls it Bubblegum Cake. He's quite popular among the student body. If anything, they all love him for that. The only affinity I ever felt with him was our similar condition. We were both born with gray skin. However, he got lucky in that he had different color hair and eyes. Mine are the same color as my skin.
Okay, sorry to
Turtle and I were
interrupt.
silent.
Sorry to interrupt, but I did that in my
Yes.
closet, and my dad just texted me saying I was being too loud.
Okay. You don't have to shout it. I just did it in all caps to show that he's like trying to make an announcement.
He's
Berthold and I were silent, but there were still quite a few talkers.
I guess I will wait.
Raymond tilted his head up and to the right, glaring off into the distance with an impatient look on his face as we waited for as we waited for everyone to quiet down.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. As many of you know, we are in the middle of a storm. However, has said we are almost out of it, and that we will be arriving on time.
Cheers resonated throughout the room. Berthold gave me a soft, reassuring smile. Yay!
Yeah.
Berthold gave me a soft,
Hold on,
reassuring smile.
I'm still yang. Yeah, I gotta find the. That's applause.
Thank
That
you.
sounded like static.
What did I tell you, Yanny? Everything will.
Excuse me. I'm not finished. Thank you. Now, as many of you know, our college has a very prestigious reputation, and just because you are off campus does not mean you are off the hook. Therefore, I want everyone to be on their best behavior. No funny business. An additional reminder, everyone's stuff needs to be in boxes by the time we dock. That is all. Thank you.
Yo, I guess I'm whoosh 4. I'm 4 whooshes.
That wording.
What was wrong with being in boxes, Noah?
That was the joke. We shuffled
I
out of the
know.
room, attempting to push through the throngs of chattering students. I had grabbed onto Berthold's sleeve so that my 4'6" self wouldn't get swept away. We managed to push through to the end. We leaned against the wall opposite the entrance. I caught a glimpse of Connie and Sasha wave them over. Oh, I hate big crowds, I panted. I always think I'm going to get trampled. Connie?
Yanny, you just as easily get trampled by kindergartners on their way to recess.
Joked Connie, which earned a from Sasha. Rude, you're not that much taller than me.
Well, hey!
Don't worry, Connie. Sasha patted his shoulder. You may be short, but you're still a king. A short king, if you will.
A pocket prince?
Really?
Animal Crossing Pocket Prince.
Shut up. That's very nice of you, Sasha.
There's Annie.
Oh yeah, I forgot JoJo doesn't read the next line.
I'm sorry. Grug voice. He's not so much a king as he is clown.
Annie, when did you get here?
I've been here for the past minute.
Oh, you're so quiet.
Yeah, you're like a ninja whose only weakness is pork. Sasha complimented.
Wow.
Yeah, thanks, I guess.
Oh, Annie, we need to go get our stuff, I said. Annie nodded, walking over towards me. We gotta go pack. We'll see you around. Okay, bye-bye. Sasha Wade. We'll meet you on the beach.
Is it alright if I stop by your room first?
That's purple. Sure. You don't even have to ask.
Thanks. That's pretty clearly Annie.
Okay, that's it. I need to like make it script dialogue.
No, you don't need to make a script. You just add the tags at the end.
You add when it's JoJo's character, you have to highlight it like red so he knows.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I'll highlight. Jesus Christ, this is a disaster.
Not a
No, it's
disaster.
good. Really good.
No, this is a disaster.
Come on, Yanny, let's go.
Annie always had an aggressive gait. Her uppy body leaned
Really
forward
Onga.
slightly. She took long strides. Her footsteps reverberated throughout whatever room or hall she was passing through. Always had to run to keep up with her. Annie, can't you walk a bit slower?
You're about to do Indian accent. I heard it.
What?
No.
It's racist.
All right.
Police, you can't do that. Yeah, I guess. Oh wait,
You just
I
skip,
read the
like,
way
two-
last
I
line.
highlighted-
Sorry. I'm slouching to
Jojo,
make this
I
voice
have-
better.
If you screen share, I highlight each of your lines so you know that so you can see which ones.
Wait, what do you mean you screen share?
If you're watching
I'm
her
screen sharing. Yeah, I highlight your lines so you don't mess up.
Oh. No, that's like humiliating. No, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna have to guess who I am.
I'm so sorry. I should have done script. I really should have done script. I don't know why I didn't do script.
No, you don't need to.
Oh,
do
I know
script.
I know I did. Why I didn't do script because I'm not writing a screenplay. If I was writing a screenplay, I would have done that. But I did. I don't.
Period.
Granted, I did read my next line, so there's that.
True.
Right, sorry. She slowed down, but not by much. I slowed the power walk to keep up with her. Aren't you excited? I asked as she unlocked the door to our room. Sure.
Yes, I guess.
When we stepped in, she made a beeline towards her suitcases, picking them up and tossing them onto her mattress with a muffled thump. It's the same paragraph.
I'm sorry, I'm doing a voice. I'm doing a thing.
Why do you have to hum for like 5 seconds?
Because
it.
she's a
That's just her
grog.
thing.
She's a grog.
Okay.
It could be back on the walkland.
Yeah, I agree. I pulled mine out and followed her lead, packing up our clean laundry and any valuables we had taken out. We worked mainly in silence, marked with the occasional excuse me when one of us stood in the other's way. But that's just how it was with Annie. She had never been much of a talker, and perhaps that's what endeared her to me. I never felt the urgency to fill her silence like I do with others, and she was mine. In that moment, it was just us moving about the cabin, matching our movements with the sway of the ocean beneath us. I think that's why I hate the open sea. With a field or sidewalk or a grassy hillside, there is stability to it. Excluding tectonic shifts, the earth beneath your feet wouldn't dare throw you off your rhythm. If you fall, it would be attributed to a misstep on your end. With the ocean, you can't just take the blame yourself. When you fall, it's because a foreign entity has hit you quite by accident and it's tossing and turning. Is it caused by the ignorance that comes from a deep sleep? Or is it targeted cruelty from one with conscious apathy? The certain certainty is what frustrates me the most. I enjoy the security of accountability.
Damn.
I was trying to put some character development.
That was pretty good.
Annie, please.
I was about to read it. She was talking. I'm not gonna interrupt.
Sorry.
Yanny!
Annie's voice pulled me from my thoughts. I turned to see her standing right next to me, her stern eyes gazing right into my own.
I need to ask you something.
Got like 50 years
Yeah,
old.
what's up?
Do you like Berthold?
What?
You heard me. You like him?
Why is that important?
Look, I'm just curious.
Oh, yeah, he's a nice guy.
Okay, hypothetically, if you give him a chance, would date him?
What?
Or maybe him.
Oh, maybe? I don't know, but that seems pretty far advanced, huh?
I was speaking hypothetically.
Oh, I see. I shut my last suitcase. So I'm guessing you're going to give some criticism on his looks and character, huh?
No, why would I do that?
It's because because you always do that when you ask me if I like a boy, and that's pretty frequent. She didn't say anything, opting to drag her luggage towards the door. I sat down on the mattress, watching her. Annie,
Yeah.
do you like Bertolt?
No.
Oh,
Why?
you always seem to get upset when someone assumes he and I are dating.
I don't get upset. I don't want any rumors this red, you know.
I mean, people are always spreading rumors. You can't stop them, I said. She turned away from me, facing the door. She gulped, followed by a long exhale. Annie, there's no... I didn't mean... I'll fix that. Exhale. By a long exhale. Annie, there's nothing to be ashamed of. Bertolt's a good guy. I can see why you like him.
I don't. There's no issue.
Her voice was quiet and shaky. But what? Well, why else?
It's not a big deal. Just stop it, please.
No, I want to know. What?
Yanni, you wouldn't understand. Drop it.
Her hands curled into fists. How do you know that? Maybe if you told me.
I said drop it. I said drop it.
She snapped, turning back to look at me with glossy eyes and red scleras. She huffed and aggressively wiped her nose with her sleeve. My eyes widened. I've never seen her so upset. Oh. I stood up apprehensively. I didn't want to set her off again. I grabbed my luggage. All right, I'm gonna head out.
Wait, that was dank.
Annie, I'm going to meet. I'll just meet you on the beach.
Wait, I don't go. I'm sorry.
Look, I think you need some alone time.
No, Yanni. Yes.
I'll see you later. I pushed open the door and closed before she could say any more. She'd cool down with the hour. She always did. I began to drag my luggage down the surprisingly empty hall. Burton hadn't stopped by like he said. Well, I was debating on whether to seek him out or just go out onto the dock. I heard someone calling out to me. Yes?
Yanny!
Marco jogged down the hallway to catch up to me. Great.
You need help with that?
No, I'm fine. But he was already wrestling a suitcase in my hand, flashing me a big grin.
Don't worry. Pop always told me to help a woman in need. It's called the red pill philosophy. Ever heard of it? It's very eye-opening. So anyways, I was walking down the hall earlier and I heard you inside Berthold's room.
What?
Now, I'm not the one for eavesdropping, and I didn't, but I couldn't help hear some pretty negative comments regarding me.
Oh, well.
Now, normally, I wouldn't pay any mind to those sort of things, but I wanted to clear some up with you.
Look, Marco.
No, you're a smart girl, right, Yanny? Yeah, you are. And I trust you. You have a healthy amount of skepticism. Fuck.
It's okay. What? Huh?
So, you do know that you can't just trust everything. Pretty eye-opening. That someone says to be true, right?
Are you telling me?
Catching on. And you've known me for quite a while, right?
Marco, let me.
And you know I'm not a bad guy. Or a dad guy.
I'm bad guy.
I didn't mean anything by those jokes.
Could you let me finish it? We stopped walking, and he moved to stand in front of me. His amiable smile wasn't shaken. Marco, I have known Bertolt longer than I've known you. He wouldn't lie about something like that. Now, give me back my suitcase and go away.
Oh, you don't like me anymore, Yanny? You don't like me
Stop being cute. It's not helping your case.
Okay, sorry, Yanny, I'll do better.
He dropped my suitcase on the ground beside his feet.
But you have a lot of faith in him, Buttheart.
Of course I do. He's a good friend.
Yeah, I suppose, maybe.
Marco, leave me alone. I'm not particularly happy with you right now.
It's okay, I'll go. But we can talk about this later. When you're not on your period.
He shot me some finger guns. Hey! But he was already gone. Alright. Now things are gonna get knocked into 12 gear, I
The
think.
line delivery
Right,
was
Anaya?
top notch.
Yes.
I feel so good. Oh, that's not. Oh, yeah, that's the Sasha voice. Feel so good to be back on dry land. Sasha cheered. She jumped up and down in the sand. I smiled as I walked further up from the shore. It really was a beautiful island. A long white beach with aquamarine waters stretched out along either side of us for as far as the eye could see. The beach ran up a hill and halted before an imposing jungle. Thick tree trunks and emerald leaves and brushes obscured and concealed whatever secrets may lie behind it. Vines crisscrossed each other into exits, as if ordering us to keep out.
Shut up.
But failed to make the greenness of it all any less inviting. I stretched my arms above my head.
Jungle work
I turned
ahead.
back to the boat.
Gee,
The rest of our friends. Shut up!
Two
Rest of our
jungles
friends-
chilling in the jungle. 5 jungles apart because they're jungle.
They're not cool. The rest of our friends hadn't come out yet. What was taking them so long? I looked back at the jungle. I felt as though it had cast an enchantment on me and I could no longer refuse it. Hey, Sasha, watch my stuff. I'm going to go over and check out the jungle. But we aren't supposed to be back there. To go back there. It's fine. I'm not going far. I'm just going to take a quick look. I jogged my way up the beach, pushing my way past the multitudes of people. It was so hard being 4'4". Everyone
wait.
always looked over you.
You're 4'8". You shrunk.
It's purposefully inconsistent for sake of comedy. Wow.
I had to quote it out.
Yeah. But I guess it came with its advantages. No one will even notice I'm gone. It was beautiful. Muggy, humid, and crawling with nasty bugs, but beautiful. The trees were as tall as skyscrapers and so packed together that they obscured most of the sun's light. At least I won't get sunburned here, I thought. I cautiously stepped over a rotting log and looked around. It's hard to see through the trees and vines. So I decided to walk forward a little, hoping to get a better view. It didn't get any clearer, I discovered, as I made my way through the jungle. I crawled over fallen trees. Some were almost as wide as Bertholdt's Rolls Royce. If anything, it seemed to grow darker and darker the farther I went in. I began to grow bored with this place. I got no satisfaction from my exploration. If anything, I felt increasingly uncomfortable by the unnerving sensation that someone was watching me and that I had no privacy. Deciding I had enough, I began to turn around when I heard a rustle from a patch of nearby bushes. Oh, hello, I asked, squinting as I tried to see between the thick leaves. Another rustle. Is someone there? Hello? It was silent. I shrugged and turned around. Oh dear, which way had I come again? I pondered. My guts churned and crawled up into my chest. I felt my face grow warm with the familiar heat of dread. I guess I had gone farther than I had initially thought. This I was about to take a random turn and go with it. A twig broke behind me. Someone's in there, I know it. I called out in a shaky voice. Please, come on out. I'm not going to hurt you. I heard another rustle, louder and closer. Come out, please. My voice had gradually grown quiet. Please be a person, I thought as I wrung my hands and bit my lip. A hand appeared, a human's hand. It was tan and strong, stained with dirt and blood. Its nails were long and caked with dirt.
It's
I pulled
him.
back the green curtain to reveal a man's
Darman.
face. His face was as dirty as his hand, contrasting with his unique amber eyes. He wasn't exactly glaring, but his gaze was very intense. It did nothing to calm me. Hello. Yes, hello. My name's Yvonne Morrison, and I'm with the group. We just landed at the beach, and I lost my way. I need your help. Okay, Reiner.
Help?
He pulled back the leaves even further, revealing more of his features. His hair was long, matted, and dirty. Did he have brown hair, or is it dirty blonde? I can't tell. He's so filthy. His jawline was sharp. Maybe if he wasn't the state, he could be considered handsome. I smiled, relieved that he could understand me. Yes, I need help. Okay, so I'm with the college. We just docked.
Well, you came in a boat?
His gaze softened. Yes, exactly. And I need your help.
It's too late.
Well, what do you mean by that? With a rustle from the bushes, he stood up. He was by far the most muscular man I'd ever set my eyes on. He was tall. But then again, everyone towered over me. I'm poor too, by the way.
What?
He was pure. I'm poor too, by the way. He was pure muscle. He had an 8-pack. I've never seen someone with an 8-pack before. He stepped out from the bushes and
It's a
slowly approached.
12-pack of beer, more like.
He was practically naked. All he wore was a loincloth made from some kind of untreated leather. He had tied it with a vine, which he used as a utility belt. The drawstrings of a pouchman looped through. He took a step backwards, wary of this strange, wild man.
They're gone.
Say solemnly, what do you mean by that? No, they aren't.
No, you don't understand. They came in a boat. They come in a boat. Be gone by the time you come back.
But we're all staying for a few moments, so it's not they wouldn't leave me for a few months.
No,
He shook his head.
they lied. By the time you get back, they'll be gone.
Sir, you aren't listening to me, I said, frustrated with his stubbornness. I need to get back to the beach. Will you kindly help me?
They're gone. They left you.
He whispered, stepping closer.
I'm sorry.
No, stop it. My eyes stung with bitter tears. They aren't gone. You aren't listening to me. I need help. Your help. I wiped my eyes with the back of my head. Please just take me back. You know the way, right?
I do.
Then take me back, please. I want to go home. I felt like a petulant child, but it was all his fault. Or was it my fault? I guess we're both to blame. Just take me home.
Don't cry. I'll take you home.
Thank you. I was exasperated but relieved. I had finally gotten through to him and this would all be over soon. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Let's go.
He bent down, gesturing me to
God.
jump on his back.
Come on.
I can walk myself. Blame Aniran, not me.
Do you, do you know the way? No, I know the way. It's too far. You're a slowpoke.
I get it. It's funny. It's a Pokemon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not that slow.
Maybe out there. But you need to go faster. Here. Come on.
All right. I did as he asked and jumped onto his back. He looped his hands beneath my knees and I wrapped my hands around his thick neck. He began his trek and
My neck.
despite my being on his back, he showed no hindrance in movement. I guess that comes to being 4 foot. You don't weigh an awful lot.
So it's this way, right?
Oh, that's me.
Oh,
So it's sorry, sorry about that.
That's
So
okay.
it's this way, right?
yeah. I want to walk by the river. Let's walk by the river.
You know the way. Not me. I was finding myself quite annoyed at my new companion. The front of my dress was going to be stained. But there was this earnestness in his gait, and combined with his puerile manner of speech, gave it an endearing charm. I felt my impatience slipping away, but I guess the prospect of returning helped with that. He jumped down a ledge and startled me, causing me to tighten my grip. Don't do that!
But it's fun.
He gave a cheerful, boisterous laugh that reminded me of Sasha's. It was one of those laughs we couldn't help but smile at. It was so sweet to hear. I never imagined a man as intimidating as him could have such a nice, natural laugh.
Here's the river. It's very big.
Yes, I could see.
It's too fast to swim in, but I like it. There's a waterfall up that way.
You point forward.
You can't see it. Would you like to see it? There's a cool pool underneath it. That's where I swim. You know, there's a reason why everyone else left, probably because he keeps showing her around.
Look at this waterfall.
I'm getting
Look
real
at this
worried.
rock. Look
I
at
was
this-
getting
dude,
worried
look
back
at this
there.
tree, dude.
That it was gonna be the car accident joke where it's like, oh, don't worry, they're gone. And they were all ghost. That would,
What?
you know what I'm talking about? That's
Oh.
car accident joke, right? Or it's
What
a
car
ghost
accident?
joke, right? It's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
man, I love you, buddy. I hope nothing bad happens. And it's like, I've been dead for 5 years, and then it disappears.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, I don't know that joke. I'm whoosh.
whoosh.
Maybe some other time.
Okay. We'll see you some other time. I'll get my water from there.
What?
My drinking water. I don't get it from the. That's gross.
Oh, really? Where do you get it from? I asked, entertaining him.
From this river. I have to use a jug, and when it's full, when it's full, it weigh a ton, but it gets the job done.
I see. Oh, I
That's
see.
a
And it-
jungle reference.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
because he brings in the jug that weigh a ton.
Yeah.
Oh,
Momo or
yeah.
Jackie misspelled it back then.
Forgot about that.
Yeah. I see. And it weighs a ton.
No, it's weigh.
Well, hypothetically, if you had multiple jars, it would be weigh. But objectively, you have one, right?
That was a bench of hero. I have more, but I only bring one.
So it would be waves. It's ways if it's singular and way if it's plural.
Okay. Also, why is your skin gray?
Huh?
And your and your hair and your eyes. Why are you gray? Are you an old lady? You're too pretty to be an old lady.
No, I'm not an old lady. It's a type of albinism. Although I didn't acknowledge it, I still blushed at his compliment.
What's that?
Oh, it's a type of condition where your skin, hair, and eyes are lighter than normal. I was born with it.
Okay, cool.
It's so stupid. You continued our trek smoothly and gracefully stepping over rocks, logs, and uneven paths. Wow, you really know your way around, huh?
Yeah, I've been here a while.
How long?
I don't know, kind of lost track.
Are you one of the natives?
What? People who live here? Nah, I haven't really met them. I'm not from here either.
You spoke casually as if we were talking about the weather. Really, where are you from?
Came from a boat.
Really?
Boat.
Yeah, I was really small. Came with some people in a boat, like you. You know, all the characters from Mother 3 came from a boat too.
Oh shit,
Anyway.
really?
Yeah, it's true. We all got off and they tricked me into the forest. I got lost.
His voice died into a pensive whisper.
And when I came back, gone. Been here ever since.
Oh, I furrowed my brow and looked towards the ground.
What's wrong?
Wait a minute, you say you came here in a boat?
Yeah.
Did you come with any friends?
Vietnamese.
Oh yeah. Well, but they left me, so they aren't my friends anymore.
What did they look like? Were they your age?
Yeah, there were kids too.
I could see from the side that he was biting his lip, his eyes looking up.
Remember, I think one was a girl.
Can you remember anything about them? Anything at all?
Why should I? They left me.
I'm sure they didn't mean to.
Yeah, they did. It's come to dump things. Someone always gets left behind.
How many more? Have any more boats come?
No. The boat came and dumped you here. That's plenty proof.
You can't just form a conclusion.
I'm really sorry that you got left. It'll be fine. You won't be alone like I was.
Why are you saying that? I thought we.
Also, I lied.
What?
How about you not being fast enough? Fast enough.
Oh, so why do
Wow.
you want to carry me?
I just wanted to hold you.
Oh, I felt my cheeks flush dumbfounded. What was I supposed to say to that?
We're here.
He announced. I looked over his shoulder and expected to see a familiar beach, only to be greeted by the mouth of a cave. Oh, where are we?
Home.
All right. Woo, woo, woo. Point of view change. All right. Purple, release the. That's what we do.
My bad.
That's
I can only
bird
do
rage.
Scooby-Doo voice.
Berthold is getting all up in my face. I don't know. She just told me she was going to check out the jungle. I yelled. I tried to stop her, but she wouldn't listen to me.
Guys, stop!
Connie intervened, pushing himself between me and Berthold's seething red face.
Let's just keep calm, okay? Yanny will find her way back. She's smart.
You just don't get it, Connie. The sun's setting, and she's not back yet. Wait, isn't that the start of sicko mode?
Sun is down.
Yeah, sun is down. Sun is down. She's not back yet. She couldn't find her way back in broad daylight. How do you think she'll be fare any better at nighttime?
Well, yelling at me isn't going to make anything better, I argued. Berthold rolled his eyes and crossed his arms. It wasn't my fault she decided to leave.
Hey,
And he called a sheep. Marco and a few others came running from the other side of the beach. They had traveled down the coastline to scout for Yanny.
we didn't find her, boss.
Berthold rubbed his eyes and, with an
Oy vey.
covered his face in his palms.
She's probably dead. She's dead. Oh my god, she's dead.
Connie?
Hey, we don't know that yet. Knowing Yanny, I bet she's fine.
You snot.
Berthold snapped, flinging his hands from his face.
You don't know shit, Connie. She's not fit to survive out there. She can't. She'll die if she's not already dead.
Berthold, please.
Wait, that's
that's
Annie.
Annie.
I was gonna read that too. I was actually gonna read that
Yeah.
one. Wow.
Sorry, Jojo.
No, it's okay. You know,
It's okay.
I've been ridiculed for not knowing my lines, and I knew this one for once. It's cool, guys.
Better Tom, please.
Shut up, Annie. Shut up.
He began to pace back and forth.
It's all your fault anyway.
How's it my fault, boss? How is it my fault, boss?
You told me on the boat you wanted to apologize for an argument you had. You probably said her so much she ran away.
Oh, but Better Tom, you idiot! How dare you?
Annie marched up to him, but Marco reached out and grabbed her elbow.
Easy, Annie. Calm down.
Oh, don't touch me, Marco.
Oh wait.
Oh, you. It's your fault too. It's all your fault.
Wait. What? Berthold, why are you
Because you said all those red pill things that upset her.
What? You told her those things? That's what upset her?
Berthold leaned forward, jamming his index finger into Marco's chest.
If you hadn't said all those horrible things in the first place, none of this wouldn't have happened.
He pulled away and looked around at all of us.
Obviously, all your fucking flooping fault. If you all would stop bothering upsetting her, she wouldn't have run away with Slenderman.
Well, that's so epic. Period.
forever.
Period.
Thank you.
Well, if I may, I started. She just seemed curious, so I don't think it was anyone's fault.
Shut the fuck up, Sasha.
Is this me?
That's Cooney.
Connie.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I didn't see any
I-
Hey,
tag.
Burnhole, you need to calm down. Wait, I just realized. Is Sasha the one that likes the bread?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
potato, you
Or-
mean?
Oh, the potato.
She's always
Yeah,
eating, right?
I
Yeah.
remember
Yeah.
her. I remember her. Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway.
she's cool. Anyway. How am I supposed to calm down, Connie? Yanny is missing. She's probably scared and on the brink of death. I had promised her that nothing bad would happen. We haven't been here a whole day, and I haven't donated her OnlyFans yet. I lose my subscription, and she...
Can I have everyone's attention, please?
We all turned to face Professor Raymond, who was standing before us with an index finger to his lips and a hand held high above his head. It was his "be quiet" gesture.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we have been working with the local tribes who've been so kind for hosting us to learn the whereabouts of your classmate, Yvonne Laurelson. We are organizing a search party, and we need some volunteers. If you choose to opt out, go and help set up the campsite. Do I make myself clear? Thank you.
Come on, come on, come on.
Berthold commanded.
We're all gonna volunteer. We're going to find Yanny.
Yeah, that's a spirit. It'll be like a scavenger hunt.
Shut up, Connie.
Okay, Yanny. I've been in this cave for about a week. It's probably been a little longer, or maybe just a couple days. Or it was maybe. Oh, sorry. It's probably been a little shorter, or maybe just a couple days longer. Point is, I've been in this cave alone with a wild man for longer than I anticipated. His name is Reiner, and from what he's told me about his early life, at least what he remembers, he's not that much older than me. According to him, he was 10 years old when he was stranded here. When I compared the height of the trees to the Empire State Building, he excitedly imparted that he had been there twice. Once after it was completed, although he doesn't remember, and then a couple years later, which he does remember. He vaguely remembers the Hindenburg disaster in 1937, but he didn't know about Germany's invasion of Poland or any of the events of World War II. Because of this, I date his arrival around 1938, almost 11 years ago. If that's the case, he's 21, the same age as me. Oh, that reminds me. When I first began my research of this man, I asked him a series of arithmetic questions to see if I could place his cognitive development within an age group. I had asked him, what's 9 plus 10? After a brief pause, confidently answered.
21.
Now you gotta do it in the funny voice.
21.
Okay, I did that one on my own.
That one was pretty good.
Thank you. I was initially terrified of him. I mean, who wouldn't be? He's rather intimidating and basically kidnapped me, which I was not all too happy with. But as I said, there was something endearing about him, but I can't quite place it. I think perhaps it's his childish naivete and sincerity that opened my heart and mind to him. He didn't mean any harm, nor did he do what I had initially feared he might, simply because he didn't know how. He is ignorant of the emotions, and for all he's concerned, babies are made by their mother pooping them out. He lacks any and all equals, sophistication, and pretension. It's refreshing, albeit tragic. On my first night at his home, he let me sleep in his bed, a hammock made from vines, covered with a variety of animal furs.
Vines?
He planned
Doing
to
it.
sleep on the floor until he could make another. I objected at first, as I much preferred to be with my group rather than sleeping on a hammock in a cave. But he refused, insisting that he doesn't mind sleeping on the floor. I gave up. It was getting late. I wouldn't be able to convince him to take me back, and I was not going to try to find my way through the night. He fell asleep almost immediately, while I laid awake, listening to his snores. He wakes up at the crack of dawn. I learned this in my first and only sleepless night. He steps out for about an hour or so, and then he comes back with the jug that weigh 8 times. I'm assuming he does this every time, where he has always woken me up every morning with some cool, refreshing water to drink. While I drink, he sits with me at the entrance of the cave and watches the sun rise. I don't think I focused on it once. Every time I try, my gaze is drawn back to him. The morning rays filter through his dirty, matted hair, mingling with the strands and drawing the eye to the gold of the dirt and grime. hide from an unaccustomed eye. His eyes, brilliant and gentle, glow within the dawn's light. His skin, although filthy, seems to gleam in this moment. His hair, his eyes, his skin, everything he is golden and wonderful in that moment. And when he pulls away, promising to get some food and that he'll be back soon, he carries that beauty with him. When he returns, he still has that light in his eye. When he pulls my hand and leads me towards the waterfall he loves so much, he lacks as much as smile. With his crooked and stained teeth, seems to shine in a way. When he feeds, he lacks all matters. When he meets my eye, he feels no shame or apprehension. Instead, his eyes brighten. I can't help but to smile. There's just something incredibly beautiful about him, and I couldn't look away. We had
Man,
just
bad
finished
teeth.
eating.
Dirty. Must be British.
We had just uncivilized. Exactly. We had just finished eating, and Reiner wanted to go to the pool again. I walked by his side with his hand in mine. He led me down the familiar path, deftly brushing away vines, branches, and whatever else came in our way. When we stepped out of the clearing, he immediately broke into a sprint and jumped into a pool with a loud splash. I made my way over languidly, kicking a pebble across the ground. When he surfaced, he smiled and beckoned me over.
Oh man, pool scene just like in the original Jungle.
Come on,
Yeah.
Yanny. Come
Uh-oh.
on, come swim with me.
He called out enthusiastically. I kicked my shoes off. Reiner, I'm just going to dip my feet in today.
Come on, swim with me.
He pouted and reached out, gently pulling my hand towards him.
Please.
I smiled at him which he returned with a beam. I guess swimming is more fun with a friend than doing it by yourself. All right, all right. I hiked up my grubby dress and began to wade my way through the
Grubs in it.
cool, clear waters. Grubbies. Funny grubbies.
No, you have to jump in.
Oh, all right, I laughed. He could be so particular sometimes, but it made him no less charming. I stepped out and made my way towards a big, flat rock that flaked out of the water. I climbed up with great difficulty. Ooh, it's a bit slippery.
Don't fall.
I won't. I wobbled as I stood up, gaining my balance. Okay, here I go. I pushed up into the air and let myself fall, crashing into the water and submerging myself completely. I surfaced and felt the cool water trickle down my scalp, running down my shoulders and soaking my dress.
It's more fun, isn't it?
He asked, swimming over to me. I nodded. Yes, you're right, it is.
What's even more fun?
What?
This.
He splashed, kaplash, causing me to squeal loudly from surprise.
Peggy
I wiped my
squeal.
face. I wiped my face, opening my eyes to see him laughing. You rascal! I splashed him right back. Not so fun, huh?
No, it's still fun.
With that, he splashed me again. We gauged ourselves in a decisive splash where our mercy was out of the question. When he hit me with a rather large blast of water, I screamed rather loudly. He gasped and quickly he rushed over.
Are you alright? Did I hurt you?
No, you didn't.
Then I won't feel bad about this.
Splashed me again. What? Hey! He gave his hearty laugh, and I found myself giggling along.
I like your laugh, it's cute.
He complimented. I like yours too. He smiled softly and pulled me into a hug, holding me tight to his chest.
You make me happy, Yanny.
Aw, you're so sweet.
Do I make you happy?
Yes, of course.
Yanny, do you love me?
Huh? I said only partly. I love my bed and my
Yanny,
mama.
like a
I'm
melody in my head.
Oh damn it! I was gonna put that joke in there, but I forgot. Fuck.
Yanny is like a melody.
Okay.
That would have been so good.
I forgot. I was like.
Because...
He pulled away slightly and looked down into my eyes.
Yanny.
Okay.
Say that again?
Oh.
You say it again.
Oh. I think I love you, Yanny.
Oh, Reiner, Okay,
Oh.
I'll just do Sasha's voice. The scream. It came from over here, Bertolt. I heard a familiar voice from the forest.
Ron, are you there?
I turned to see a scruffy, sweaty Bertolt chopping his way through vines and underbrush with a machete. Shing, shing, shing. Oh my god, it's Bertolt. Reiner, see, look, they didn't leave me. Bertolt, I'm over here.
Berthold?
Reiner asked.
What's a Berthold?
He began to rush across the clearing and into the waters, wading clumsily over to me. Leaving Reiner's arms, I made my way over and met him halfway, where he reached out and pulled me into his arms without hesitation. He tightened his hug and rested his cheek on the crown of my head.
Are you okay? You're not hurt, right?
No, Bert, I'm fine.
Oh, thank God. You're okay. Thank God you're okay.
Ugh.
Alright, Annie.
Yanny! Yanny!
I looked over to
Yanny!
see Annie wading her way over, followed by Sasha and Connie.
See, I told you guys she'd be alright.
Connie exclaimed. Annie wrapped her arms around me, and Sasha and Connie joined in on the group hug. I'm so glad you're all right. Sasha smiled. She gave me a noogie. And that's for running off.
Yes. Don't ever do that again.
Annie chided.
Please.
That was Bertolt.
Please, Yanny, I nearly had a heart attack. Are you trying to put me in an early grave?
No, Bertolt. I'm sorry, everyone. Okay, Connie,
Alright.
we need you just to say this part really wacky, okay?
Let's head back.
What is it, Connie? Sasha asked as we turned to face Reiner, who had been standing there the whole time with a hard gaze.
Yanny? Who are you people?
Who are you? Who the hell are you?
Annie asked. Calm down. I waded my way over towards Reiner. This is Reiner. I met him when I got lost, and he's been looking after me.
Well, hi there, Reiner.
Connie waded his way towards him, extending his hand outwards. Reiner stared down at his hand with a stern glare, causing Connie to retract, but not shaking his confidence.
The name's Connie Springer. Nice to meet you. And might I say, you are the swollest guy I've ever seen.
Hi, I'm Sasha, and I have to agree with my friend. You're so chunky.
What?
It's absolutely bonkers.
Connie contended. I guess you could say you're a chunker.
You had to. That.
I'm... Look, Sasha, Connie, stop it. You're embarrassing him. I shooed them back with Bertolt and Annie, who were looking at Reiner strangely, as though scrutinizing him. Sorry about that, Reiner. Anyway, these are my other friends, Bertolt and Annie. For a brief, tense moment, no one moved or said anything. Connie coughed. Annie's eyes widened. Annie's eyes widened, and she waded forward.
Annie.
Whose line is
Annie.
this?
Huh?
What?
Annie.
Oh, I just totally
no.
zoned out. Where am I leading again?
Annie.
It's Reiner. It's right here.
Oh, right. I'm
Yeah.
not looking at your screen. Sorry, I totally zoned out.
Reiner. Your name, Reiner. Right?
He nodded. She stepped even closer, looking up and into his eyes.
Reiner. Reiner Braun?
How did you?
It's me, Annie. Annie Leohart. Remember me? You used to live next door to me. We went to school together together, Bertolt.
Wait, what?
Bertolt's face. He went to school together with Bertolt.
Yeah, I said that.
Bertolt's face, which had been blank up to this point, was met with a sea of recognition. Stumbled back.
Ryder, you're real? You were real?
Is he the imaginary friend?
Yeah.
Oh,
He-
Yeah, that was
Bertolt, like, had-
foreshadowing.
Wow, nice foreshadowing. Wow.
Reiner.
Thanks.
Reiner, buddy! It's us! Annie and Bertolt! Remember? See, look, I'm ungrugged because...
The curse has been lifted.
Yeah.
I looked up at Ryder's face. The golden light that seemed to radiate off of him had dimmed, and the childlike wonder in his face was gone. He had a solemn, weary countenance, which he accentuated with downcast eyes.
Yes, I remember.
Oh, you're alive. Thank God you're here.
Bertolt waited for him and pulled Reiner into a tight hug. Annie stepped closer. A smile tugged at her lips.
We thought you were dead. God, I can't believe this. I really can't believe this.
Man, the Lord must be putting in overtime working all these miracles today, huh?
Connie laughed.
I'm gonna go get the others. BRB. Why did I say that? Be right back.
Oh, it's perfect. It's perfect. He's the first person to say BRB. Sasha trudged after him, waving at us to hang tight.
Oh, you're both alive.
Bertolt pulled me close.
Now everything will be all right. Don't you worry.
Abruptly.
Don't you worry,
And violently.
child.
Shut up! Oh, damn, I just put the don't you worry, child thing. I hate myself for that. Okay. I put too much character development. Abruptly and violently, Reiner shoved Bertolt away and pulled me close to him. He met Bertolt's shocked expression with a cold sneer.
No, I'm going back into an exit. Reiner, what is it?
Annie asked.
No.
Reiner tightened his grip.
Both of you. Go away.
What? What? I don't
Now.
Oh.
We don't need you.
What do you mean?
Both of you.
He pointed at each of them.
Monsters.
Oh, what do you mean? What did we do?
You leave me to die. Then you leave her. And now you come to help?
Reiner,
Bertolt stepped forward.
we're sorry, okay?
No.
He shook his head.
Both of you. You didn't bother to look out for me. Why her?
But we did.
Annie responded softly.
We did look for you. We've spent hours.
But not days.
Reiner, we didn't have a choice. We were kids.
Stupid voice, Bertolt explained, his anxious eyes occasionally glancing at me.
The adults wanted to leave and took us with them. Is it not enough that we found you now instead of never?
You're lying! No, you didn't care. You still don't care. Monsters, both of you. Dead, and I survived. Then you leave her just like you left me. And when I finally have someone for myself, you come along and ruined it.
What do you mean?
Annie warily asked.
I'm not gonna let you take her from me.
Reiner.
Reiner, they aren't going to take me.
Yes, they will. They took everything from me.
Reiner. Please.
And they'll
Annie,
do it again.
Reiner, we're going to take you and Yanny back to our site.
Bertolt explained.
We'll get you a shower, a change of clothes, and a hot meal. We will get a boat to come and take you home. Don't you want that?
I didn't need you then.
Reiner grabbed my hand.
We especially don't need you now. We're leaving, Yanny.
Reiner, wait, I said, gently pulling him back. He paused as waiting. Let's go with them.
No, Yanny, we aren't going.
They can help us. Please, we need to go back. He shook his head. Please. For me, he sighed.
Just promise me we won't get separated.
We won't, I promise.
No. I want them to promise.
You guys can say whatever order you want. It doesn't really matter.
Okay.
We promise.
We promise. Yeah.
Oh my god, singing.
I'm a
We
theater.
heard a rustle from the jungle, marked by multiple voices chattering with each other.
The others are here. Let's
Berthold
go.
announced. All right, end of part 1.
Awesome. I really
Jojo,
like
part
it.
1 over.
Oh,
That was
that's
good.
good. Thank you.
All right,
Oh,
guys.
God.
Sorry.
How did
The
you guys like
Raymond
the
part
humor?
though stuck
Yeah.
out to me.
Why don't we do we want to say anything about that chapter? I guess it wasn't a chapter. That was like multiple chapters, but
That was written so much better than all of like the
Yeah.
original.
Oh,
And
thank you.
there were
Yeah, that was
funny
good.
bits too.
Oh, thank
The
you.
9+10. Dude, the Yanni's like a melody would have been perfect though.
Yanny,
I like-
Well, you can only
Okay,
put so
so,
many jokes in there. You can only remember so many jokes.
Oh, God. I didn't feel like we. So, the thing is that I wanted there to be character development because I didn't really feel like anybody had a character, but I wanted to keep, like the yandere parts alive.
Mhm.
So I don't know. I guess I feel like I focused too much on character development. I was like,
No,
oh wait,
I
this
would- I
isn't gonna
wouldn't
be
say that.
funny.
it was good.
It's good though.
Huh?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah.
Entertaining.
Oh,
I feel
thanks.
I feel like I can immerse myself in the characters in this story. Like I feel like I am Marco in real life. You know. I feel I am
Because
Marco.
of the red
Red
pill.
pilled.
Because of the red pill.
I feel like I am Marco.
Yeah.
I feel like I am Annie.
Yeah.
I feel like
Aw.
I am Yanny, right?
No, well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
I feel like I am Raymond.
It's like that one.
Raymond
It's that one
Mono
Are you in,
book.
Raymond.
are you in boxes?
I am in boxes.
What does that mean, by the way?
I'm spiritually in boxes. Okay, so I'll explain it. So
Yeah.
when a villager is moving out of your town, they have a day where they put all of their furniture in boxes, and then the next day they're out of town. So when they're in boxes, that means, okay, you come to my island, or just like, guys, Raymond's in boxes. He's about to move. If you come to my island, then he'll go to your island after he moves. So it's like that's what it means when the character's in box. It's like
Wait,
proof
why
that
would they
you're
move
leaving.
Raymond out? Don't they like Raymond?
They're trying to sell Raymond for nudes
Oh.
and Nook Mile tickets and other things.
Oh my god, they're pimping out Raymond.
Yeah, that's the whole point. That's when they've been doing that for like months now.
Okay.
Oh, have
Basically,
you done that
like,
yet, Noah?
He's being treated like an item. No, I've not done that yet.
Well, not
Because
to
I'm
Raymond
not-
specifically.
Well, not to anyone. I haven't done that with any
Oh,
villagers.
Noah doesn't want to go human trafficking, little bitch.
Yeah, I don't
Well,
like.
all right. Let's not get into that type of dialogue where we're insulting each other
Yeah.
with slurs. Come on, man.
Little
Tyron.
bark boy. Every bitch barks.
Okay, I'm Raymond. Raymond does not bark. He's a cat. So,
Yeah.
hypothetically speaking, you're wrong.
He sings Bubblegum KK.
Yeah, that's not even his favorite song though. His favorite song is KK Cruisin'.
You know what I'm gonna say? You should have.
Anyway,
You know what you
what
should have
were we
done with
talking
Raymond?
about? What?
I'm talking about Animal Crossing, not the story. You know what they should have done? They should have made him look more like Nostalgia Critic. Like they had a base. He kind of looks like Nostalgia Critic, right? But he doesn't look like it enough.
Yeah,
That wasn't
true. He needs a
They
hat.
could have.
Maybe we should talk about the story. I think this first part is pretty good, better than any of the other
Thank
stuff.
you.
I agree. It's really good.
Also,
I really like the
Oh.
premise of them coming to the island. It actually
Yeah.
explains how they get there. And
I like
then
how the
the-
dang.
timeline is established, right?
Yeah.
In the other story, there is no timeline. It's just kind of like wacky time.
It's very naturally established too, because it's like World War II is referenced a
Yeah.
couple
Mhm.
times, and it's just like mentioned in dialogue. So
They've been looking for a couple days. We know that. Or
yeah.
maybe a couple hours. Just Yanny has a bad time clock.
No, it's been days.
Maybe she thought it was night.
I'm just surprised that Burnt Hole and Annie didn't realize that they were going to the same island that they lost Reiner on. I guess they just forgot.
They were
The
kids.
thing is,
That's the only plot hole thing I know.
No, they're kids.
well, yeah, I had initially was gonna have a talk with like Annie about it, but like Bertolt just thought it was a dream. So
Oh, that would have been
But
like
yeah, you're-
foreshadowing. That kind of would have ruined the twist. You know, that foreshadowing
Yeah.
is heavy-handed.
That foreshadowing actually was pretty. Well, I'm stupid, but I honestly thought that that was just a reason. I thought that was just a device for him to be scared. I didn't actually even consider that that was foreshadowing. So
Oh, okay.
I mean,
yeah,
in hindsight, it was
Oh,
probably
wait, that's
a little
actually in the
forced, but
story?
It was good.
Was that one of the parts
What?
I got up?
yeah.
Oh, so
Yeah.
that okay. Well, I missed the foreshadow, so the twist was even
But-
better for me.
There's even more
Yeah.
foreshadowing, right? And Nyron.
Oh yeah. Oh
Foreskin
yeah.
shadowing?
Yeah, because they're Jewish.
Ah,
So the reason why I did that was because I
That's
wanted
Attack
to know
on
how
Titan.
they're like.
man.
Yeah, it's like canon and Attack on Titan, so I thought it'd be a nice callback.
I didn't think they were
Right.
humans in what do you call it? Attack on Titan. I thought they were like something else.
Whoa!
Well,
Whoa.
okay, you cannot say that.
Oh,
No, I thought they
Okay.
were like a different race.
That the
Like
way
a different
you talk
species.
About,
No, I'm not
They're
talking
still
about Jews.
Well, they're put into ghettos and internment camps, and they have to wear armbands. In
Is it
Attack on
really?
Titan. Yeah.
yeah.
Is it an
we
allegory
had,
for
we discussed Attack on
Holocaust?
Titan lore.
Yeah,
That's why
you
we
should
were
watch the
gone.
blooper video.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here,
Wait.
if we watch the trailer for season
To
4,
our-
you'll see
to our
that's
viewers,
like-
to our listeners, I want to establish that no, we aren't anti-Semitic. Okay.
yeah.
That was my ignorance speaking, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And the reason why there is is a theme in this story, and I have tried my best to show that I do not condone it, is to show that Marco is not a good guy.
Okay, well we can actually debate if Marco's a good guy or not. So
Okay,
He's
well,
not a bad
in
guy, he's
part
just red
two,
pill.
yeah.
He's red.
part
he's
two,
very red pill.
you're gonna find out.
So okay, I'm gonna say this
But-
real quick. If Marco is a bad guy, then how come it feels so good to be bad?
It,
Shut up.
being
That's just-
bad has never felt so good.
All right,
Alright,
well,
so
I think we're gonna call it here, guys.
I'm bad, and that's good. And being bad, I don't remember how that goes.
You guys got anything
Like
else
a
to say?
Ralph Good movie.
Uh,
can't wait for part two.
yeah.
Yeah, same.
Tomorrow?
I'm excited to see
No.
what else will
Okay.
come up.
I can't do it tomorrow. I'm visiting my aunt for a week, but I can do it next week.
Cool.
Next weekend or just next week?
Next weekend.
Okay.
Oh, this is
Well, this is scheduled, guys.
Suspense.
You guys, if you want, you guys can read ahead.
The viewers can't, unfortunately.
Okay, but you two can. Right?
Okay.
Nyron already knows what happens, so
I might read ahead because I'm curious.
okay.
If I read ahead, I'll know what my lines are, and you guys won't be mean
Yeah.
to me. You won't berate me. You won't lash me.
Yeah. I'm sorry
Alright.
about that.
No, it's
I
okay.
tried my.
I'm a
I
baby.
don't normally. No, it's okay. I'm just saying. I should be more patient. I haven't written like such a. I don't normally write a lot of dialogue because this isn't the type of story that I usually write. I haven't written a story like this in almost like 3 years. So
Well, at least there's a figure of speech for this. I'm the bitch to your bark.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, is
all
it
right.
you're the bark to my
Bark
bitch?
to your... What?
Wait.
Still doesn't make sense. Anyway, should we sign off?
Oh
Yeah, we should
shit!
sign off. How long is the video?
I'll tell you when it's over.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna let's wait a couple
Alright.
seconds for this number to even out.
All right.
It's probably gonna be like 3 hours.
You have
Or 2
worse
hours.
time than Yanny. 3 hours.
Sorry,
You're
I'm
ridiculous.
just-
All right, guys, we're coming up to the number. 10 more seconds, and we could sign off.
It's gonna be 2 hours, okay?
You want to wait an
2
extra minute?
hours and-
Extra 10 minutes?
No, okay, we're good. We're
If
good.
you'd be a funny number like 420.
No. All right, we're ready, guys.
4 hours and 20 minutes.
Guys, this was The Jungle, as told by Yanny and various others by Elise. Special guest, the Beast. He snuck in here. You guys didn't hear it, though.
Holy shit, he did.
JoJo
He
signing off.
did?
Yeah, I didn't want to spoil it, but he popped in here. This is for the comments to figure out where the Beast was in the video. Comment down below if you found the Beast.
Crazy. Alright.
Okay.
Animal Crossing signing off.
Elise signing off.
Foiler signing off.
Okay.
Okay, bye, guys.